Good morning, humans. I just wanted to let you know that a few episodes back I forgot to say anything, but I did get first place in the soup races. Oh, no. I actually got it within my first couple tries after I stopped recording. So now we're on the path of basically getting 3 bounties, and a couple of them are directing me to the docks. So we're going to check the docks and see what we can see. So the Zerka dock and Docking Bay 3, which I think are one and the same. We're going to see... I need to see the dock officer, and I need to just check the docks themselves.
I'm
looking for a man named Batono. You're sure you don't know anything? Then you do know Batono. You can tell me now, or I can hurt you, and then you will tell me. The CSD guards outside the Zerka docking bay pointed you towards Zerka Executive Jenna Lorso. I'd like information about a passenger that came through here. Don't worry, I'll be discreet with my inquiries. The killer's dead anyways. How much would this expense be? You've got a deal. Batu Rem. Thank you for your assistance in this matter. You discovered that the assassin who, disguised as Batu Rem, tried to kill you in the TSF station came to Citadel Station by way of Nar Shaddaa. So what do I do with that information? Do I have to actually go to Nar Shaddaa? Regardless, the next step in my hunt is clear. We need to go to Residential East. Have a little chat with Jana. Here. Oh, hey, it's the 2 criminals.
I will arrange transport to one of the restoration zones on the planet's surface. You will be safe from the TSF there.
So that's what I meant with the weird hair, the tentacle things on his head?
For the services you have offered to Zerka,
that last episode,
you will also be reimbursed. I trust that is an agreeable arrangement.
These men are wanted by the TSF.
And, if memory serves me correctly, it wasn't too long ago that you were wanted by Gren and his cronies.
I've been cleared.
Consider the charges against them cleared as well. They committed no crime against this station. The TSF had no reason to arrest them. I have just finalized a working agreement with these 2 gentlemen, Zerka's 2 newest contract employees.
Now Rez is in an awkward position. See, he never leaves a job unfinished. At the same time, he's also working for Zerka right now, and they're under Zerka's protection. So this is an interesting dilemma for him. They aren't going anywhere.
Be reasonable. I have given them a contract and my word that they will be safe from TSF persecution. Gentlemen, would you excuse us?
Dosokanki, Jiso Maraneshin Sando.
You found the escaped criminals in the Zerka offices with John Alorso. They are being shuttled to the restoration zones to work as security for Zerka.
Welcome back.
What do you know about Batono?
Batono? Of course. He was one of our former employees. Let me tell you something. There are far too many like him. Do-gooders who believe that because of the things Zerka must do to remain successful and profitable, we must be evil. They do not see the impracticality of their beliefs. They do not understand the realities of the galaxy. If certain funds must be paid, then Zerka will gladly pay. If competitors removed, then Zerka will do its part to forward progress. Batono could not see this. Before leaving our employ, he stole many of our records, then began to stalk our movements on the station. Harassment, but conveniently overlooked, sanctioned, perhaps, by the Telosian authorities.
He's gone missing, coincidentally.
I'm curious, though, as to why you are looking for him.
My reasons are my own.
I see. Well, I suspect he's putting his nose into something or another. People like him can't mind their own business, always needing to pry into matters that don't concern them. I do know he spent some time in the company of the Ithorians. I assumed that was the reason for his efforts, that he thought by inventing stories of Zerka's evil, he could put Chodo Habat and his incapable assistants in charge. But if you are searching for him, and find him, there would be a reward for any information of his whereabouts.
I was gonna say, she's being uncharacteristically helpful about this, about someone she does not wish to see returned. But then now I understand. She wants me to find him and tell her where he is. A reward.
I would be happy to have him out of Zerka's hair. He's been hard to track down. So yes, a reward would be offered.
How much?
200 credits. And the thanks of Zerka Corporation.
He's not going to ask such an obvious question like that. Perhaps I'll tell you, if I find no truth to his accusations.
If your conscience demands it, then by all means. Just remember, a reward is waiting for you.
John Alorso claimed that Batono often spent time in the company of the Ithorians on station. She also mentioned that she would be willing to reward anyone with information as to his current whereabouts. Well, to the Ithorians then, I guess. And then I'm not sure if I tell Gren about the shuttle from Nar Shaddaa and the criminals leaving, or if I go apprehend them myself. It's in Rez's character to just head to the docks and try and stop them himself, now that he knows where they're going. And that is the two criminals, the Deveronian and the Rhodian. Oh, this is gonna be awkward. What do you know about Batono? Thought you might know of him given his dislike of Zerka. Are you sure? Because I've heard he spent time in the compound here. I'm looking for him on behalf of Lieutenant Gren. If I can locate him, it might prove the end of Zerka. Of course, Batono's secret is safe with me. Okay, apartment C1. Chodo Habat revealed that the Ithorians hid Batono in apartment C1 in residential module 082 East. Now we're finally getting somewhere.
What is it?
Thank you. Might have taken longer navigating to that force speed icon. Oh, moving the mouse to the edge of the screen moves me. Anyways. Oh, this is B. So this should be C. Right? Or is this A? I guess this is A. Come on! What? How is this number 1? One of those should be number 1. Ah, whatever.
What the? You're not CSD. What are you doing here?
You're Batono, right?
What? No, you must be mistaken. You're probably looking for a previous tenant or a neighbor.
Lieutenant Gren sent me to look for you.
Dole sent you? Can't say I'm surprised. He was the one who wanted me to come forward in the first place.
I mean, I don't blame him for hiding out after coming forward. The TSF is utterly incompetent. There's no way they'd be able to protect him. Look, Gren is looking for you. You may as well just come forward.
Easier to say that, but you're not the one Zerka will send its assassins after.
After Zerka's exposed, they can't move against you.
Sure, but everything takes time. Testifying before the council's deliberation, time that Zerka could use to rub me out.
The TSF can keep you safe better than you can. He doesn't believe that. The TSF can put you under its protection.
You might be right. I don't think Zerka has gone so far that it's willing to openly clash with the TSF. But Zerka has eyes everywhere. I'm not even sure I can leave this apartment safely.
Fine, come with me.
You? Look, I'm sure you can handle yourself, but I think this might be a little out of your league.
TSF officers patrol the modules.
You obviously haven't been on station for long, if you believe that. But I guess it's a risk we'll have to take. Lead the way and let's get this over with.
Come with me.
Lead the way, I'll watch your back.
You found Batono in the apartment furnished to him by the Ithorians. What is his... Oh, it's a... I thought he had like a big clunky robot hand. Oh boy.
What do we have here? Batono, if I'm not mistaken. You've been a hard man to track down.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. It's you we've all been looking for. Executive Lorso sent me to take care of some unfinished business.
I'm taking him to Gren, and you're not going to stop me.
So you say, but I'm stubborn, so we're gonna try just in case.
Alright.
What is it?
You might want to get out of the way, slug man.
More where that came from! More where that came from! That was a close one. We need to keep moving. Let's leave this mess for the TSF guards to sort out.
No, they don't get my loots. Aw.
I have to hand it to you, I'm damned impressed. Not only did you find Batono, you convinced him to testify against Zerka to the council. And believe me, that's no small feat, considering I think Batono is as stubborn as ever.
You don't sound happy to see me, Gren.
My reward?
Of course, I'm sure you have other things to be doing. The bounty is yours for finding Batono, and a bonus for bringing him back as well.
I don't have anything for you, but thanks for saving my life. I'll try and return the favor someday.
And...
Something I can help you with? What is it?
I found some information about Batu Rem.
The real Batu Rem? or the assassin, Batu Rem?
The assassin.
Well, what is it?
He arrived from Nar Shaddaa aboard an unmarked transport in Docking Bay 3.
Docking Bay 3. More suspicious activity from Zerka's private dock. If only we had something more concrete, I could launch a full-scale investigation. But Nar Shaddaa? Sounds like you've made some powerful enemies. Here's the reward for the information. And if you find out anything else about Batu, real or fake, let me know. What is it?
I have information about the criminals.
What have you discovered?
The criminals made a deal with Lorso to be smuggled to the restoration zones.
Damn that woman. Do you have any proof?
I was there when it happened.
I wish that were enough. To finger Zerka, we need hard proof. As far as the killers go, we need them dead or alive. Our jurisdiction doesn't stretch out to the restoration zones. If you find anything else out, let me know.
Oh, cool. So the Batu Rem thing's gone. But, this isn't gone yet. So I wonder if I'm able to go to the docks and intercept them, or if they've already escaped. One of those dialogue options when I was talking to Gren said that they already escaped the station. But how would they already be gone? They just left for the docks. Shuttles don't depart like clockwork that quickly. I need in here.
Donos Imaragith.
What goes on here?
Donos Imaragith. Wanarakorachi drum. Donos Imaragith. Wanarakorachi.
Ah. You?
Kawanabota yuntat.
There's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do there. But Rez is starting to see kind of just how shady Zerka is. Willing to hire killers and let them run around unchecked. Sending assassins after people. He's starting to wonder if this is really a wise business investment, because who's to say they won't turn on him next? He's just starting to feel like there's really no one he can trust other than Kreia and Atten in this entire galaxy. And he's really just wanting to leave this station more and more.
Still in one piece? I heard something about a violent disturbance in the residential module. Nothing to do with you, I hope.
And I know that might seem contradictory. I mean, Rez has killed his fair share of TSF officers and stuff like that, but never going out of his way to do so. It's only when they force his hand. You know, he's not a goody two-shoes, but he's not just a straight-up cold-blooded murderer. He'll defend himself, he'll keep himself out of harm's way, and that's the extent of the damage he'll do. You almost got me killed, Luxa.
Almost. I had enough faith in you to know that you could handle any on-the-job dangers that popped up. But you were able to complete the transaction, right?
Yes, here are the credits.
At least the deal is done and paid for. Here, your share. I wouldn't expect you to work for free. I've got some more work for you, if you're up for it. A matter of a rather sizable debt owed to the exchange.
You still don't trust me.
I trust you. Why else would I request your help with exchange business?
Just not enough to let me meet Sluss.
Precisely.
Alright, what are the details?
Getting right to the point. I like that. Oppo Chano, one of Circa's droid technicians, owes a sizable gambling debt from his last stay on Nar Shaddaa. We've been patient with him, but we can only let a debt go unpaid for so long.
Oh, I know how that works. Gambler's down on his luck, almost out of credits and doesn't know what to do, then bam, there's a credit line all ready to go. His luck's gotta change, right? So he makes a few more rounds of Pazak, and he's desperate now, desperate to win, little knowing that the decks stacked against him in those 20s are never coming. Next thing he knows, his luck still hasn't changed. In fact, the only thing that has changed is now he owes his life's worth to some exchange boss, and he's getting intimate with a stimmed-up goon with a fist the size of his face.
Hey, that's the business. I can't be responsible for your lack of control.
Lack of control? Why? Never mind.
You'll find Chano in Unit B2, Residential 082. Tell him his time is up, and we want those credits.
Oh, I know where he is. I saw him. I broke into his apartment. Or, well, I opened his apartment. He sells the droid parts. And if he doesn't have them...
Then rough him up. Put some fear into him. Make sure he understands the situation.
How do I know you're not sending me to get shot at again?
Look, if I wanted you dead, I think I'd send some armed killers. And Chano's harmless. He's just a technician. I wouldn't worry yourself.
At this point, he feels like he's just kind of being run around in circles. He does not appreciate just being the newest exchange thug on the block. I'll see what I can do.
Good. I knew I could count on you.
Chano owes a great deal of credits to the exchange. Luxa would like you to collect his debt from him. He can be found in apartment B2 in residential module 082 East. Luxa would like you to collect on the debt owed to the exchange by Chano, Zerka's droid technician. Oh, I thought I saw a terminal over there. Okay, back to residential. Chano. I'm coming for you. Wait, he's not in B1. He should be... Ah, yes.
Donos Imaragith. Wanarako.
Luxa sent me.
Donos Imaragith.
That's not my concern. You've had more than enough time.
Donos Imaragith. Wanarakorachi.
Maybe you can run away.
Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans.
You can get passage on a shuttle out of Zerka's docking bay. They don't keep records.
Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Krema Sunkun Ratungala.
You agreed to help Chano get off Citadel Station to escape his debt to the exchange. You need to speak with Luxa to help cover his escape. You might be wondering why he's suddenly helping people, but honestly, it's half just kind of getting overwhelmed by all the seediness and darkness on the station, and half of it is really just a matter of getting back at the exchange, getting back at Luxa for trying to use him. This is his way of throwing a wrench into their plans. Just a tiny little FU, you know, to the exchange. Cool. Oh, damn it, I did go the wrong way. Frick! I was already beside the cantina. You knew it, didn't you? And you didn't tell me, humans.
You've returned. Did Chano cough up those credits?
Couldn't find him. From what I can tell, he escaped.
Strange. I would not expect he'd be able to escape the station without our knowledge. I'll have to look into it and see that this does not happen again. Before you say anything, yes, I will arrange the meeting with Slusk that you desired. But first, I was wondering if you might listen to a proposition. A business proposition, given your obvious abilities. Let me ask you an honest question. This meeting with Slusk you want, it's because Lorso's fed up with him, right? I feel the same way about Slusk, and I think it's time someone solved the problem. I think that maybe our interests lie in the same direction.
What direction is that?
Now, I know you're not dull enough that you can't read through the lines. Slusk's no good for anybody's business. Yours, Lorso's, or mine. But there's a problem. Slusk's boss, Goto. And this Goto, He's rigid, ruthlessly efficient, and all he sees are numbers. Goto keeps the squid around because he maintains a steady flow of income. Yet it's only half of what I know it could be. I should be the Citadel's boss, but Goto doesn't allow breaks in the chain of command. I can't go over Lopak Slusk's head, so I've got to take care of him myself. And I want your help.
How would this work?
I can get you into the exchange suites in Residential 082. They're west of the entrance. More than a few of the guards are in my pocket, so there shouldn't be too much resistance inside. When Slusk's out of the way, I'll clear up this bounty matter and get your ship back. Deal?
Having a crime boss in his pocket is definitely an idea that appeals to him. Even though he obviously doesn't trust her, he doesn't trust anyone in the exchange. He's just getting a little fed up with Zerka, and this seems like the most direct way to kind of kill two birds with one stone, right? Yeah, he doesn't trust her, but it's kind of his best option at this point. The most straightforward option, too. All he has to do now is kill Slusk, and he gets everything back. It's a deal.
We'll speak again, then. Best of luck, handsome.
Luxa, part of Citadel Station's local exchange group, wants your help getting rid of her boss, a Quarren named Lopak Slusk. She says she can get you into the Bumani Exchange Corps, an exchange front in Residential Module 082 East, and that many of the guards won't attack you. Luxa has agreed to arrange a meeting between you and Lopak Slusk. You will be able to meet with him in the Bumani Exchange Corps offices in Residential East. I saw that, Pigman. Well then, I suppose we've got our next major hurdle ahead of us. Wait, they're in the east or west? There they are. So I guess I'm about to assault their base. But first things first, let's end the episode here. Next episode I will take out Slusk and hopefully get off the station. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next episode, but in case I don't, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.